Welcome back to V2K Photography. We now have the Sony Alpha 1 for unboxing. Let's do it. Let's see what we get inside the box. And thank you very much, Sony India. Thank you so much for making this happen, making this arrangement. I truly appreciate it. Let's open it up. Okay, opening the box, we have some papers, as usual. The warranty card information, excellent. So this is all about the warranty papers, lovely. Okay, we'll keep it aside. Open this compartment. We get a Sony's memory card recommendation card. That's nice. And we have 3-year warranty program, so keep that in mind. And we also have some notice about the AC adapter and battery supplied. Fine. We'll have them aside. And we have the instructions manual. This is very important. Please don't throw this away. We'll keep this aside. So we have the cable support here. Nice. And we have the USB-C data cable. Okay. We'll open the main compartment. We have the Alpha 1 strap. If you're interested in showing off your camera, this strap is awesome. And we have a side compartment. And we have battery charger. Lovely, because lower end cameras we don't get battery chargers with lower end cameras. This is a flagship camera, so I don't see a reason why not to get the charger as well. Then we have another compartment here. That's just the cables. I'll just close this off and open this up. Do we have anything here? Yes. The battery is hidden. That's the same NPZ battery. It's one of the best batteries ever. And let's open up the camera itself. Wow, this is actually heavier than I thought. This is truly heavier than I really thought. Because I've been using A7 III and sometimes A7S III. This camera is much denser. It feels denser in hands. Wait a minute, let me keep the box aside. We have the camera here. So this is the Alpha 1. Brand new. Just opened out of the box. Welcome to the world, Alpha 1. This looks truly beautiful. I totally love this matte finish. It looks so premium. And also the golden Alpha thingy. See? You get this engravings in the gold color. That is awesome. It looks so premium. That is beautiful. That's nice. This is where I started my Sony journey. It was with the Sony Alpha 7 III. Having used that for the past 3.5 years and looking at this camera, I can totally say that Sony has come a really long way when it comes to ergonomics. Look at that. We now have a separate dedicated dial for the drive modes. Previously, it used to be on this. Okay, when you select the left button on the control wheel, you get to choose the drive mode, but you see the drive modes on the top. That looks beautiful. And also we get all the focus modes on the top. We have separate dials for the focus modes. We get the single shot focus, continuous focus, a dynamic manual focus, and the manual focus. The overall feel of the camera in hands is beautiful. The grip is awesome. It is almost the same grip as the A7S III. I think it's the same body as well. Even the dials, they don't make any sound. It feels, and it's dampened and it feels good to turn it. We have a dedicated exposure control button. You know what? Again, this is another example that Sony is listening to feedback. Rather than having a separate exposure compensation dial here, the Sony Alpha 7 IV now has another customizable dial. You can set it to anything you want. You can set it for exposure compensation or you can set it for anything. But again, this camera is like 10 months old, but newer cameras are getting better and better in terms of ergonomics, and I completely welcome that. Let's look at the ports. Oh, we have the headphone and the microphone jack. Nice. And we also have this guy. Wait a minute. That's nice. Okay. This hot shoe is not just for flash photography. It can also be used for recording audio, because this is more than just a hot shoe, it is a multi-interface shoe. You can record digital signals from your microphones directly into your videos. That is awesome. And we also have the good old analog headphone jack and microphone jack. That is good too. Let's open up the port. We have a full-size HDMI, much needed these days. No more flimsy micro and mini HDMI connections. Not that full HDMI is the best in the world, but it's way better than other options out there when it comes to HDMI. And of course, this is a flagship camera, so spare no expense. And we also have the USB-C for charging and also for data transfer. Nice. And opening this. Okay, what looks like a micro USB port is actually a multi-utility port. You can control your camera from outside using gimbals and whatnot. This port is very important for that. And what is this port for? We have Ethernet for data transfer. That is going to be blazing fast. So you can have your CAT cables connected to this and you can transfer data on multiple gigabytes per second. That is brilliant. And we also have a flash sync unit. Awesome. And the camera can handle 2 cards, and both the card slots are compatible with 2 different card formats. One is the CF Express Type A card and also the UHS 2 SD card. So you can use either of the card slots for either of the card formats. That is also another brilliant innovation. It has been borrowed from the A7S III, but it's not too old not to praise it. It is still a good innovation. We have a tilting screen. We don't have a flip out screen. That is totally fine. There is a huge YouTube influence going on that the flip out screen is the best way to go. So this camera is aimed at extreme conditions, okay? So having a flip out screen is already a weak link in the camera. It's just got one connection point, as opposed to the tilting screen, which has multiple connection points and it doesn't break out as easily as a flip out screen. And again, flip out screens don't give you the proper right angles. The flip down or the tilting screen can give you that. It can give you a proper 90 degree like this. And it can give you a proper 90 degree like this and 180 degree like this. That is truly easy. And also it aligns with the lens and the axis of the lens. That is really useful. Not all cameras need to have a flip out screen. So please don't judge a camera based on just the flip out screen. If a camera has a flip out screen, please think who the target audience of that camera is. For this camera, vloggers is not a target audience. Don't get me wrong, you can still vlog with this camera, but I wouldn't vlog with a 6500 camera. Just keep that in mind. And apart from that, it looks exactly like the A7S III. I completely love this body. And also, these tiny little things make a huge difference, right? These things, they don't clang. They don't make any noise. My A7 III camera makes a lot of jiggling noise with this, but it is dampened here. It's with the right friction. You can still move wherever you want, but it feels good. You are now looking at a 50 megapixel RSBSI CMOS sensor, and inside the camera are 2 Bion 6R processors which drive the camera to do crazy things like calculating autofocus and auto exposure 120 times a second. That is awesome. The readout of this stacked sensor is up to 8 times faster than other Sony sensors, and it is claimed to reduce the rolling shutter greatly. The electronic viewfinder is the one we saw in the A7S III. It's a whopping 9.4 million dot viewfinder with 100% coverage and a 0.9 times magnification. It is an OLED display enabling crisp, sharp, contrasty image for crystal clear viewing. We're going to have this camera for 10 days in our hand, so we'll try to do as much testing as possible. The only problem is the climate here. It sucks, really. It's so bad. It has been raining for the past 1.5 months since I knew it, so we'll try our best. Please wish us good luck, and I think this camera is going to do wonders. It's going to be splendid. Can't wait to test it out. Thank you, Sony India, for sending this out. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, bye-bye.